Evoh was the player, well, he is the player in this USA lineup that I personally ranked the highest out of the 3 when I did my top 25 ranking recently. I think I had Evoh somewhere around, what was it, 14th or 15th in the leaderboard. But I did have Rw9 at number 1. So you all know I'm going to be predicting Rw9 to win this one. Well, by what scoreline? I mean, I'm not sure. Really not sure what scoreline to expect here. But we're going to jump straight into game 1 and find out if USA have got any fight left in them. Now, a couple of things to mention. I'm going to talk about this at the start of every series, just because I know a lot of people will be tuning in for the first time at various stages of this tournament. This is it now for USA. They need to win this. They need to win 3 straight or they're going to be eliminated. There will be another USA team playing tomorrow against Saudi Arabia's B team. They're definitely favored to win there. Of course, they'd like to see both their teams, all their players, in the semi-final against each other. The prize pool for this tournament is still to be decided by you guys. There's a prize pool donation goal at the bottom there. I'm going to personally match all donations until that prize pool bar is completed. It's at £1,250 pounds, which is roughly $1,500. I'll match all donations up to that point. All donations after that will also be added to the prize pool, but will not be matched. So, yeah, sorry if you've already heard me say that 10 times, but I'm going to keep mentioning it every time I start a series. I know some people just click through VODs, click through videos and find the start of a different series that they want to watch, which is perfectly fine. Just want to make sure that everybody knows all the necessary information there is to know about this tournament. Now, Evoh up 2-1 here. Rw9 looking to snipe a tight angle shot. It hits the post and the bar and bounces into a position Evoh can work with. Apparently a dono bar blocks the ball speed. That's a good point, actually. I never thought of that. Let's see, does it do it here? Oh yeah, so it does. Shall I move it to the left or something? I guess I can move it like slightly left or right. Let's try this. Let's scoot it over here. It's gonna move very slowly because I'm just holding the left arrow, but I don't want to click and drag it in case I accidentally pull it into the complete wrong place. What about this? Is this a better place for it to be? Right up next to the scoreboard? Or is there some reason why that's a bad place for it to be as well? You recommend top left? Well, the issue with top left is that if players decide to quick chat, it's going to cover the quick chat. And I know you guys definitely want to see the quick chat, so I'm not going to put it there. Do a barrel roll. That's exactly why I didn't want to click it. I don't want to accidentally do a barrel roll with a prize pool. We'll put it there. Yeah, that looks to be pretty good. Maybe, oh, sorry. Maybe I could, like, put it a little bit more to the side. I'll put it, like, here, so it's, like, more equidistant, maybe. Yeah, that looks fine. Yeah, thanks for that. I didn't realize that. I would never have noticed, so appreciate the help. Meantime, Evoh's up 4-1. Not many of you would have predicted this, I'm sure. It all really just depends what kind of Evoh we're going to get, because Evoh is another player with a big range. Talking in the last series about how Naupo's got, I think, quite a big range of ability. I think Evoh is another one of those players. He's got a range that sometimes has him peaking and fighting toe-to-toe with the best in the world, and sometimes has him dropping series and dropping games to players that he should never really be losing to. And he's going to need to produce his absolute best here if he's going to be a match for Rw9, who in my opinion has the best defense in the world right now. And it's not like his offense is at a low level either. What a shot that is. Rw9 just skims the ball into the top corner. All about placement there. Look at that. Just dodging away from it. You need to be so precise with your timing if you're dodging away from the ball like that. Riodi, thanks to the Prime. Turby Puffs as well, thanks to the Prime. Welcome to the channel, guys. Hope you're enjoying the tournament so far. Lovely little mind game. Rw9 has tied the game. We need to look at this from Evoh's POV to see what exactly he saw. Yeah, Rw9 really disguised his intentions very well on that play. Timing again, the key to make sure that the shot can't be saved. Now, if Evoh is going to make a run here today, I think a good start is absolutely necessary. His confidence, especially in games 4 and game 5s, has not always been the best. I think that's not as much of a problem now as it used to be, but he's such a strong player in games 1 and 2 that I think he just has to produce greatness there. Early shot from Evoh. He's try and get back to this one. It does get the boost steal. Evoh in a strong position here. That's a very hefty first touch, so I think Rw9 has noticed that, but he doesn't make contact. So look at this from Evoh. What a touch. He's up by 1 again. Rw9 thought he could get a piece of the ball, but look at Evoh just getting under it and popping it right before Rw9 can get there. Evoh trying to put an end to the consecutive game win streak Saudi Arabia have built between series so far. They're at 6. Evoh would like to keep it that way. Rw9 punishes him for losing control. Yeah, Evoh needed so much more power in that position. He was trying to at least force Rw9 to lose control, have to jump up into the air and knock that into the back corner. The shot really not able to achieve anything in that position. Fake jump from Rw9 doesn't really back up Evoh yet, and that's a great pre-jump. Evoh reading Rw9's intended air dribble height to perfection. Oh, what a shot! Evoh slams in a 6th goal, and I don't think Rw9 is expecting him to just shoot that one. From the corner, you can see Evoh's lining it up the entire time. He's in a good position. He gets opposite the goal so that he's looking at the goal through the ball. Yeah, Rw9 does not think Evoh would have the guts to just shoot from that position. Rw9 testing Evoh, what a save, and that has to be one of the greatest compliments you can get in Rocket League. Rw9 himself dropping the what a save quick chat, because he knows probably better than anyone just how difficult it is to save those top corner flicks. Unfortunately for Evoh, he followed up that save by leaving his net wide open in favour of grabbing the mid boost. So it's not just about the one flashy save for Rw9. This is what makes him, I think, so special, and the way that he defends so special, is that he'll make one crazy save, land with a little bit of boost, and then just save it. Just hold his position, and then make another save, land with a little bit of boost, and save that, and then land with a little bit of boost after another save, and just never waste boost, never panic, never drive out of position. You saw Evoh there. Made one good save and then he panicked. He went for the boost because he didn't want to have to defend with low boost for any longer. That's the difference, I think, between Rw9 and pretty much every other player in the world. Is that he can make the right decisions even when his boost is running low, down below 20, sometimes even down below 10. He defends as if he's got a flow chart telling him exactly what to do. Look at this, so Evoh has a great position. He tries that same flick technique that he's been going for in a lot of recent show matches. It's not a turtle flick, he's not landing there. He is trying to dodge sometimes. Well, he's not always trying to turtle flick it, although I've seen him do it. Rw9 successfully challenges and just sends the flick to the top corner. The good old-fashioned way, no fancy technique needed there. Just accuracy from Rw9 on the breakaway. Evoh with another kickoff possession though. He's given himself plenty of chances at the end of the game here. Can he take it? Rw9 hiding behind the ball again. Evoh just air rolling underneath the ball there and then trying to flip late to lift the ball up with multiple touches, but he's not got enough touches there on either of his attempts to do it. Wouldn't mind seeing him just, you know, completely go for a turtle flick in one of these plays with the composure by Rw9. It's positions like these that really, I think, just confirm him as the best defender in the game for me. He's not panicking. He's right up next to his goal. He's in a position where he's centering the ball for his opponent, and he doesn't mind. He's just driving the ball forward, bumping his opponent out of the way. No one else in the world so composed, well, inches away from their own net as this guy. Rw9 will confirm the win. Oh, look at that from Evoh. He managed to flick into an air double bump there. That was a great try at the end of the game. Rw9 saving it even when Evoh does get multiple touches at the end of his dodge. 7 straight wins for Saudi Arabia. I did ask TRK last night. They in fact did confirm to me last night that TRK was going to play first for Saudi Arabia, and I told him, well, after you've played don't leave in a hurry if you do win, because you might be needed to play again if one of your teammates loses. And all TRK had to say was, my team won't lose. He's confident in his teammates, and based on what we've seen so far, he might be right. Now Pope 3-0'd Flitz, and now Roas looking to do the same thing. He said that in a group chat, by the way. He didn't say that in a DM to me. He said that in a group chat containing both of his teammates. He said, my team won't lose. Just savage. I told him, oh yeah, if you win, stick about in case one of your mates loses, and then you might need to play again. My team won't lose. I'm not sure he'll have that same confidence if they do make the semi-final, but quarter-final confidence is at an all-time high for KSA. And why shouldn't it be? Roas spots Evoh's bump coming a mile away, jumps over it, and slots the finish as well. TRK best captain. Well, I mean, Roas is probably the captain of the team right now. I'd say, oh my goodness, what a shot. Free flip from Roas. Sneaking the ball past Evoh. Evoh's running out of boost here. He tries to keep it alive with a pinch, and that wasn't too far off bouncing on target. In fact, good effort there. Here comes Roas again. Cuts in field. He's got the threat of the ground shot to bait the challenge, and he just walks the ball right past him. It's moments like these that Evoh needs to stay. He needs to stay composed. It's easy to lose your cool in these moments. You're up against one of the best players in the world, maybe the best player in the world in ones right now. You're down 3-0 in a minute. But Evoh played such a great game one there. It would be a shame to see him capitulate in game two. That's not what we're going to see. Evoh fights back. The kickoff goal of his own. Back to Roas. He was a bit off center on that one. Very side onto the ball. Did not read what Evoh was planning at all. Now, what's Evoh got planned here? That's a heavy hit, but Roas has managed to pinch it off his own crossbar. He almost scored that. That would have been a little bit lucky if it went on target. A great timing to get that much of a clear on it. Roas showing how well-rounded of a defender he's become. Back in the day, you would never have seen him charge forward in a position like that, especially when he's already built a lead for himself. But now it's a lot more tricky. Evoh still trying to pull that same flick off. He's failed it 4 times in a row. They've not been, you know, huge fails until now. That was his worst attempt yet. Got a bit too far ahead of the ball. How can you add money to the prize pool? If you scroll down, if you're watching on mobile, I don't know if you can. You might need to go to my About page, which would take you out of the stream briefly. But it's easier to do if you are on PC. If you scroll down beneath my stream, you'll see a donate button, and that'll automatically add money to that prize pool at the bottom of the screen here. Oh, Evoh's still going for it. He tries to bump Roas off the back of it. That's 0 goals out of 5 attempts from that same flick for Evoh. I mean, I think it's a good flick to go for. I do like it, but his execution seems to be a bit off right now. And he doesn't need to be taking these risks. Doesn't need to be just trying to clip on Roas just yet. He's still in a winnable position here, in my opinion. Roas isn't one to run up the score with huge risky plays, the likes of which we see from Naupo, so you're going to need to be clinical with your opportunities. That's not how I would describe Evoh's offense right now. Roas always has the 50-50 to fall back on. It's a nice thing to have, isn't it? When the worst case scenario in every challenge is a 50-50. There you go again, that classic Roas defense on an air dribble. More than any top player, he just single jumps into the air, you know, whereas every other top player, it seems, so eager to quickly get up and challenge. They just fast aerial for the ball to get up quickly. Roas isn't doing that. He's just jumping once and then dodging into the ball. Very interesting to see, but honestly, I mean, it's got to be the way to do it. If Roas is doing it, it's probably the right way to do it. Nice fake by Evoh. This is actually very difficult to score. It's very difficult to score like this in Roas, because usually Roas can pre-jump and then get back down to the ball better than anyone else in the world, but that time Evoh convinced him if high flick was coming. He's been going for so many clips and stylish flicks that That's all Rw9 could think about. Evoh just rolled it right under him. Still 2 minutes to go, just 4 goal difference. And Evoh on the ball once again. Rw9 spawns far side. This time it's a wave dash under the ball from Evoh. He's got the demo as well. Now, has he got the double? Yes, he does. Evoh gets his 3rd goal. This is much better from Evoh. Attacking with a lot more pace. Attacking with multiple options. He's got a chance of scoring with that play. He's got a chance of demoing if it doesn't work. That's what you want to see from Evoh in offense. You can't just go for one play in attack against Rw9. You need to have multiple threats if you're going to get past the world's best defender. Confident challenge again by Rw9. I think he's correctly putting Evoh on very low boost here. Evoh trying to manage what little he has. Rw9 circles away, collects the back corner, starves the mid boost as well. Oh, that's a big shot from Evoh. What power he was able to generate there. Tries to sneak a wall shot past Rw9. Looks like Rw9 is able to see that one coming just a second before it was too late. Evoh still has time here, you know. He's done well to stay in this game. That's another good challenge by Rw9. He's reading Evoh's boost totals every single time. He knows when Evoh's... I think he just knows based on Evoh's movement whether or not Evoh's got boosts in any of these positions. See, he's faking a challenge here because he knows that Evoh does have boosts, so he doesn't want to just throw himself at it and allow Evoh an opportunity to get it past him. Rw9 calculating every position so well. And the smallest of openings is all that he needs. Skips away from Evoh once again. Slots to 7th. This will be the 8th straight win for Saudi Arabia. Rw9 can just hold a 4-goal lead for 25 seconds. If anyone's going to be the guy to hold a 4-goal lead with 20 seconds left, this is the guy I'd choose if my life depended on it. GG once again. Evoh looked like he was starting to lose his cool in the middle gate of this game, but he brought it back towards the end. I think he really did have a chance to make this interesting. And when it comes down to execution, you know that you're going to need to be perfect to get the ball past Rw9, and Evoh just, he wasn't quite there. He's not peaked yet. He's not at his absolute best in this series. I think we do have to give credit to Rw9 for making him look uncomfortable, though. Rw9 has been his usual self defensively. Just such an imposing presence at the other side of the field. Am I making a World Cup 2v2 again, like in the past? I'm not really too interested in 2v2 right now, because 1v1 to me is more of a... I think it's more of a complement to the very busy 3v3 scene than 2v2 is. 2v2 is, I think 2v2 is really interesting, but for me personally, I'm just like focusing pretty much entirely on ones. Oh wait, Evoh's not in the party. I think he got kicked. Wait, no, he left the party, he left the match. Wait, is that a card change? I'll invite him back. Probably a card change. I think the Evoh left the party. Yeah, I think that happened mid-match. Unless did he do that at the end there? Did he leave? No, I think he restarted his game. But yeah, I'm just you know, very committed to 1v1 content. It's what I most enjoy personally. Like when I go live for these streams, I'm excited to do them. You know, I want to know, you know, who's going to win these matches. I want to know which country is going to come out on top. Like I try and just create content that I personally am interested in. It's not going to burn you out. It's not going to, you know, make you, you know, think about going live. You know, you'll just want to go live as a streamer. So that's always been my philosophy. It's why I've like stuck with 1v1 content throughout the years, because it's something I'm really passionate about. Still am every bit as much as I ever have been. Okay, we got Evoh back in the match. Oh, nice snipe, Rw9 makes the flip reset high, wave dashes the shot in low. You can't do much against placement like that. And that's just, it's just perfection. Just slots it bottom corner. I talked briefly about this yesterday. Like I think once you get to a certain point as a content creator in esports, the thing that stops most people, in my opinion, from continuing a career as a content creator or continuing a career in esports is they get burnt out. I see a lot of, you know, my colleagues, I see a lot of players, I see a lot of streamers, YouTubers getting burnt out because they do things that they don't enjoy just so that they get views, and then, you know, at the end of the day, at the end of the year, they look back on what they've done and they didn't really enjoy any of it. Yeah, they got views, they got paid, but it wasn't like fun. And if it's not fun, you're just gonna end up like hating what you do eventually, and then you're gonna want to stop it. So that's why, you know, if you want to keep doing what you're doing, I think it's important to figure out what you like doing. And if you've got enough, you know, income from content or from, in my case, casting, it's nice to have options. Not to have to try and farm. I feel bad for like YouTubers who have to constantly think of videos, because it's very tough like these days, especially with not a lot of new content coming out. I do sympathize with them. I think that a lot of the complaints are a little bit overdone, but you know, there is something to the topic that it is a grind to just wake up constantly and think like, okay, what on earth am I going to clickbait today? Oh, well, you know, for me it's easy when I got like shots like this, like the clickbait just, it does it, the shots clickbait themselves. But yeah, I don't really do that too much. I just stick the player names in the title, and then if you want to watch it, you watch it. If you don't, you don't. I'm fine either way. Yeah, Rw9 is just going to try and finish off 9 straight wins for Saudi Arabia. Evoh has tried to switch it up a little bit for this last game. Tried to come in with a bit more of a solid play style, but it's not worked out at all. Rw9 is just so good at imposing his play on his opponent, forcing them to play his game, and when you're playing his game, you're not going to have a lot of fun. You know, talking right now about you got to do things that you enjoy if you're going to make a long career out of content, out of esports. Well, this isn't going to be very enjoyable for Evoh if it keeps going the way it is. I don't think he's going to want to 1v1 Rw9 anytime soon after this, the way it's going. He's going to need to go back to the drawing board, and he's going to need to, well, right now he needs to pop off big time. That's what he's going to try and do. Oh, good try. Rw9 has pumped him out of the air. That's very unfortunate for Evoh that he had the ball moving off target there, because that's a good try. Now they just move around hand in hand. Rw9 somehow finds an angle for a demo and scores a 7th goal. They're just relentless, aren't they? Same as Naupo before him, same as TRK before him. Rw9 is showing no mercy whatsoever as they try and completely obliterate the United States B team. And, you know, with the United States A team playing tomorrow against KSA's B team, this could be a message to a potential future semi-final opponent of KSA A. I should just call them KSA, shouldn't I? KSA and KSB. USA and USB. Evoh gets 1. There's still so much time left. You know, that's always the silver lining when you're down by a large scoreline early in a game, is that you've still got a long time to come back. But scoring 6 goals against Rw9 in any time frame is no small feat. Evoh looking to get 1. Rw9 clamps the door shut to the back post, and is he going to stop the ball on the goal line? No, he's not. That would have been savage against Evoh. It was Evoh, wasn't it, that AMS stopped the ball in the goal line against and told him to come over? I think it was. Also, like, looking forward to seeing AMS tomorrow, by the way. AMS, Clears, and Dark going to be going up against Daniel, AJ, and First Killer. That's going to be another very interesting series. USA heavily favored there, in my opinion. Seems like destiny that we're going to see the USA, KSA first teams play against each other in the semi-final. And the way things are going, I don't think Evoh's long for this series. He's still fighting on. I really have a lot of respect for him continuing to try and grind out goals in these positions. He's just trying to get anything to work. But like I said at the start of this series, if you're not perfect against Rw9, then you're probably not going to get the dub. And Evoh did not play up to his usual level in offense today. He just didn't get it working with the ground game. A lot of these flicks have failed, and the aerial game's been a bit off as well. Although, like, I think, you know, there's been some shots from Evoh that would have worked against the vast majority of top level players. It's just Rw9 is on a different level when it comes to aerial defense. It comes to defense in general, in my opinion. But yeah, the one aspect of the game that I would love to see Evoh do a bit differently is just flick normally. I think he had a lot of chances to just flick the ball normally and put himself in good positions, but he just kept on trying to clip on Rw9, and you know, it seemed like he just wanted the clip more than he wanted to win. I'm sure he wanted both. I'm not saying that he didn't want to win, but it looked like he wanted that one clip against the best defender in the world. He wanted to get his turtle flick to work against him, and it didn't work. I think the 6 or 7 times that he's tried it. Rw9 still learning how to pogo, evidently. He hasn't got that figured out. he's getting better, but a long way to go before he's going to be at dark level in that aspect of the game. It's crazy to see, though, that there's so many different levels to 1v1. We're looking at, like, well, in my opinion, the guy who's top of the food chain right now, and there's an aspect of the game there that he himself has not yet figured out. Like, the 1v1 is nowhere near it, its skill ceiling. Players are already so insanely good at the game mode. This is why I think I'm still so interested in 1v1 after all these years, by the way. It's because every 3 months, a new strategy in offense comes out and forces everybody to adapt. Every 6 months, the game changes completely. It's just becoming, it's growing arms and legs. It's becoming more and more entertaining with every passing day. Outcome in terms of series score today has been the same as it was in England versus France. 3-0. USA only have 1 game win from Chronic to speak of. Definitely a learning experience for Evoh and a learning experience for Flitz today. Flitz did adjust. I've got to give him credit. He did start to adjust against Naupo as that series went on, but Naupo is just too much. And yeah, Evoh just, he couldn't figure out a winning strat here. He couldn't get in any winning lane. It seemed like every time he tried to find a lane that would work for him, Rw9 would just cut in front of him and maintain his advantages.